So Karoon Energy in focus because of what's happening with the oil prices, but also because it was having a bit of trouble at one of its projects, but it has now got a well at the Bauna project up and running after successfully reconnecting the well to the project's floating production facility. So the restart has increased total production across the field to approximately 22,000 barrels of oil per day. Last week, Karoon flagged that the Brazilian government, though, had extended a 12% temporary tax on crude oil exports. And just in keeping with the theme of this program, Brendan has written to us about Karoon, asking, pointing out that they got sold off after mentioning a lower production guidance. But with oil access in the Americas, Brendan wonders if they are in the right jurisdiction in a sector where new exploration and production is getting difficult. So a broader sort of question about Karoon as well, coming from our viewer, Brendan. So let's knock it all over. Gentlemen, I might start with you on this one, Zach. I mean, obviously at the mercy of oil prices, but it appears if it's getting operationally improved as well.
Yeah, look, always a bit sort of not skeptical, but always cautious about stocks that are, sort of hitting their straps with key assets. Now, with Karoon, this particular asset is, I think it's only, we don't cover the stock closely. It's the only sole producing asset, and it's in Brazil. And obviously, the announcement around the export tax just shows you that there is, when you're not operating in, very developed jurisdictions like US and Australia, you can be up for these kind of taxes. So I think that's one thing you shouldn't necessarily forget. And I think there will always be a discount of sorts. So with Karoon Energy, I think first of all, single asset, still finding its way in ramp up period. Yes, the free cash flow, if you look at the free cash flow for Karoon Energy, FY28 looks like it's going to start to look very attractive, but a lot can happen in between that. But the other final point is, I think as you noted, Nadine, these are stocks which are very much closely correlated with obviously the headline commodity. This so even more because of its pure play and single asset. So, I'd be a neutral on it. Again, I really need to see production ramp up to nameplate capacity and then delivering on an ongoing basis. But, happy to hold it in the interim.
Got it. Thank you. All right, David, how does Karoon look on the charts? Because, of course, oil price, I mean, is it choppy?
Well, it's in a very nice sideways, actually, channel right now, Karoon. The lower channel is, for the last 18 months at least. If you went to a weekly chart, you'll see it's the lower part is $1.25 and the upper section is about $2.15 to $2.25. I'm actually rating this as a buy. At the end of June, 29th of June, the chairman, Peter Botten, came out and said that they're extending their buyback with another 75 million US. They already bought 94 million shares. And his comments were the board believes that Karoon shares are significantly undervalued, which is why they're doing the share buyback, of course, creating an attractive opportunity to buy back and cancel shares and enhance the value for remaining shareholders. So I rate this as a buy technically and even fundamentally. I mean, they're trading on a very low multiple, 6 to 7 times, and they're going to have a cracker quarter, just like Santos will have, and Woodside, given the average where the oil price is traded, the average price for the June quarter. So I'm going to rate this as a buy, to tell you the truth, and technically it looks good as well, and it could easily trade back up to about $2 to $2.15 thereabouts. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now on the chart.
Great. Thanks, guys. So that is the stock of the day, Karoon. We've got a hold and we've got a buy, partly on valuation grounds, coming from David.